today we're going to do just a little bit of movement to stimulate our lymphatic system, especially important at the moment with us being quite confined to small spaces. Alright, so I'd like us just to lie on our backs for a few minutes, and we'll start by just draining the legs. So you've got a couple of options. If you find it really difficult to lie on your back with your legs in the air like this, you're welcome to use a wall. So when you use the wall, you just slide right up to the side of the wall to start with, to get your buttocks right against the wall, and then you can lower yourself onto the ground and take your legs up the wall. And this is quite nice because you don't have to work too hard at keeping them there. You can actually relax quite nicely. But if you feel quite comfortable on your mat with your legs in the air, then that's perfect as well. Alright, so we'll just lie on our backs. You can have your arms to the sides and just have your legs up in the air or against the wall, whatever feels good for your body. And just allow everything to drain. Close your eyes and just start to connect breath to body. Start to connect to your space. We will do some different forms of lymph work. And just to explain a little bit, our lymph work, our lymphatic system is like channels of water which flush out toxins and impurities, much like our body's dishwasher. So cleansing and removing clumps from our lymph nodes, which we have all throughout the body. So unlike our circulatory system, which relies very much on our heart to push blood through our arteries, the lymphatic system relies more on movement, muscle contractions. The lymph system makes up a lot of our immune system, so it's really important to keep it healthy and to keep everything moving in the body to flush out these impurities and toxins. So for me, in this time, I've been doing this every single day, and I find it extremely beneficial. Alright, so any kind of inversion as well, where we're diverting the flow, allowing gravity to do its work is also a great way. So even if you don't like the movement, something like this is such a lovely position to be in, allowing everything to drain, especially if you've been sitting for a long time or driving for a long time, or maybe being on your feet all day, if you're a nurse or something like that at the moment and you're extremely busy. This is a really, really lovely way just to drain everything. And also we're sending blood, so we're changing the flow of blood, so we're sending fresh blood and oxygen to the different areas in our bodies, to the important, like our digestive system, our heart space, our lungs. Alright, so really nice way to start. If you'd like to, you can even go a step further and take your arms up towards the ceiling. Just allow your hands to completely relax. And then really connect the breath. So when we release toxins through our skin, through sweat. We release toxins through our breath. And we release toxins through little particles of skin, of dead skin. So after today's session, it's quite a good idea sometime today, obviously, to drink a lot of water throughout the day. And also, if you have a brush, you could actually brush yourself in the bath tonight. And just brush dead skin off your body. It's quite a nice way to get rid of the dead skin and just to feel fresh as well. Alright, and then breath. So lots of breathing in through the nose, and then we'll take deep sighs out of the mouth here. Take one more breath. And then maybe just start to point and flex. Move your wrists up and down. Connecting breath to each movement. Really elongating, especially the exhale. Imagine you're releasing bad, stuck energy, toxins. You're just releasing everything that doesn't want to be in your body or doesn't serve your body. Changing direction when you feel ready. Okay, and then just bending the knees up and down, just creating some blood flow within the knee joints. And then bending the knees completely. Now just bending the elbows and taking hands to shoulders and then taking them back up. Breathing in as you lengthen, exhale as you come down. Okay, and then releasing, take the palms of the hands on top of the knees and just roll your hips. So knees placing together and then take them wide, deep rolls out as we start to lubricate through the hips. Create blood flow within the hip joints. Almost like you're painting circles on the ceiling with your knees. And then maybe changing direction after every 2 rolls. Connecting breath with movement. And just evening it out, taking a couple more breaths if you need to change. And then making your way into happy baby, so bending the knees. Take your hands, the palms of your hands, to the inner arches of your feet, or you can hold onto the big toes. So see what works for your body. Press into the feet, palms to soles, and then draw the knees down towards the mat and just rock gently from side to side. Give the spine a massage, opening up the hips. Okay, bending the knees completely, and then taking the hands behind your thighs, and just rub up and down your thighs here, just create a little bit of movement in the back of the legs, into the lymph system, stroking the back of the legs. And then place hands under, squeeze knees into the hands, maybe relax the feet, and just start to rock up and down. You're just massaging the spine, just staying with this movement with breath. Take 2 more rocks. And then eventually landing up feet on the mat, you can just place your forehead on your knees and take your arms, wrap them around your shins. And then release. Take hands behind you, press your feet into the mat, and slowly lift yourself up, come straight into a forward fold. Just allowing the upper body to completely relax. If you're feeling your lower back here, or if you're feeling really stiff this morning, just bend your knees slightly, that's fine. But just allow the upper body to relax. So just like we did on the ground, we're inverting. So we're draining the upper part of our body. Sending blood, fresh oxygen and nutrients to the brain. And stimulating the lymph, so just releasing of toxins, so flushing out the toxins as everything starts to flow. And then starting to bend the knees very slightly, not just using the spine, keeping the upper body completely relaxed, the head relaxed, the arms relaxed, just using the vertebra for the spine to roll you up one by one, spinal rolls. And we'll take 4 full rounds here. So just close the eyes and start to move through the body. Very effortless flow here. So rolling up through the spine, roll the shoulders back and down. Lift the shoulders up towards the ears, roll them forward, touch into chest, arms come forward, and then allow the arms and the head to lead. Take 3 more rounds in your own time. Connecting breath to the spine, creating flexibility in the spine, creating space between the vertebrae, creating this kind of effortless movement through the body. One more full round. And eventually, when you're done, we'll meet back in our forward fold. Coming into Malasana squat, turning heels inwards, toes outwards, bending the knees. And then bringing the hands together, so interlacing all 10 fingers, coming into our wood chops. So taking pinkies onto the mat, squeezing into the thighs, slowly lifting, and then reaching up as you stretch the belly. Exhale, bend the knees, come all the way down. Slow, controlled movements, breathing and lifting up. Exhale. Connecting breath. 2 more. Releasing the hands, changing the interlacing fingers and thumb grip, and again breathing in 5 rounds. Last one. Release. Straighten out the legs. Shimmy your feet inward so you come back into a forward fold. Allow the upper body to completely relax. On the next inhale, bend the knees. Slowly start to spiral roll all the way up to standing. When you get to the top, you can just keep the eyes closed for a couple of breaths. Just roll the shoulders back and down. Get used to standing. And then when you're ready, you can open up the eyes and just shake everything out. Alright, so we come into some lymph work. We'll start with our left arm. So what we'll do, I'm not going to mirror you, so you can just listen to my voice. Alright, so what we'll start with is we'll start with these rolls. So we're going to take the left arm and sweep it all the way around. Now if your shoulder hurts, so you have issues with the rotator cuff at the top of the shoulder or in the shoulder blade, then just go up and down. So you won't go all the way around, you'll just swing up and down. Keep the right arm completely relaxed. Keep the body quite relaxed. You can open your feet a little bit wider, maybe even just bend the knees slightly so it's still slightly active. Alright, and then just find this effortless flow. So you're kind of using the rest of the body to find this flow. And we're rolling our arm forwards. And then connecting breath. So it's this deep inhale and then this kind of swoosh out. to change direction, don't think about it too much, maybe swing it back and forth a couple of times, and then go the other way. Slowing it down, just go back and forth a couple of times, and then go over to the other side, rolling forward. Again, if your shoulder hurts or you have a problem with the shoulder blade, shoulder rotator cuff, you can just swing up and down. And then starting to slowly change direction, just rock back and forth first. And then moving back. And then slowing down, rocking back and forth. And coming back to center. Turn your palms forward. And just bend the knees slightly to stay active. Close your eyes. And just feel the energy in the upper body, in the arms. Working out the lymph nodes under the arms. In the lower part of the neck. If your fingers are feeling a bit tingly, just flick them out or wiggle your fingers. And then when you're ready, open up the eyes, we come onto our legs. So just finding a little bit of balance here. If you need to, you're welcome to use a wall. So again, just place your fingertips on the wall for the one side. Otherwise, you can use your balance. It's quite nice to do opposite arm to opposite leg, like this. Alright, so then slowly just start to move back and forth. Kind of relaxing through the knee, relaxing through the hip, relaxing through the ankle joint without hurting your foot. And then again, connecting breath. Okay, starting to swap your legs. So place the left foot down. Just come back to center. Maybe wiggle out your calves if you're feeling the calf on the right. And then start to press all the way onto the left foot. Again, find that opposite arm to opposite leg or use your wall. And then start again. And start to release. So wiggle out, walk out your calves, walk out your legs if you need to. Okay, then we come to our swing. So just turn the palms forward before we come there, bend the knees slightly to stay active, close the eyes. And just feel the effects in the legs. Clearing out lymph nodes in the groin, the back of the knees, above the ankles. And then release, come back. Okay, coming into our swings, you might have done this with me before. So what we'll do is we'll lift up onto the balls of the feet, take the arms up, and then you come down, you bend the knees, sweep the arms back, very effortless movements, and lift onto the heels. So it's kind of like this effortless flow of movements. Stimulating the calf muscles, which then stimulate the lymphatic system. Breathing in on the way up, swoosh the breath out as you come down. You don't have to move too vigorously, it's really just effortless as you go. And you can go as fast or as slow as you like, but it's really trying to get this effortless movement without getting the heart rate up too much. Turn palms forward, bend knees slightly. Close the eyes, take 5 full deep breaths. Feeling the stimulation in the body as it flushes out toxins, purifies the body. Cleansing from the inside out. Okay, open the eyes when you're ready. We'll just swish it all out before we come into some sun salutations. Alright, so we're just going to kind of bounce on each leg very lightly, and we're going to flick our wrists. So we'll do it in a bit of a rhythm. So it goes shh, 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 last one. And release. Alright, take the shoulders up towards the ears. And release. Breathing in. Release. And again. And just roll the shoulders. Come back to the front of the mat. And we'll start to come into a few sun salutations with a few added extras just to keep the body moving. Alright, so take a deep breath in. Let's take the arms up towards the sky. Exhale with the flat back, fold forward. Take a deep breath in, halfway lift, straighten out the spine. You can place your fingertips on the mat, or you can place your hands on your shins and really lengthen through the spine like a tabletop. On the exhale, bend the knees, both hands down, left foot back, right foot back into plank pose. On the exhale, lower your knees onto the mat, untuck your toes, squeeze elbows into the midline as you come all the way down. Slide your legs back. Breathing in, press into the mat, lift into cobra. It can just be a little cobra. Press the heart forward, squeeze inner thighs together, elbows squeezing towards the midline. Exhale, tummy down, chin, forehead last. Take a deep breath in here. On the exhale, press hands into the mat as you come to child's pose. Buttocks to heels, straighten out the spine, forehead to the mat. Take a deep inhale here as you sweep the hands behind your spine, interlace all 10 fingers, press your palms in towards each other, straighten out the arms behind you, and roll from forehead all the way up to the crown of the head. Take the arms overhead. If you have neck problems, stay on your forehead. Rabbit pose, beautiful way to invert after our lymphatic work. Exhale, roll all the way back to your forehead, arms down by your buttocks, release the hands, take hands to heels, come into embryo pose. And maybe roll the forehead from side to side. Release hands to the front of the mat, press hands into the mat as you rise, come into your cat pose, round the spine. On the inhale, start to lower the belly, lift the heart, lift the gaze. Exhale, tuck toes, downward facing dog. Press the hips up towards the ceiling, torso back towards the thighs. Grounding through the heels, tuck the belly in and breathe into this shape. Draw the shoulders back very slightly, allowing the neck to grow a little bit taller. And then start to walk feet all the way to the hands, Halastasana. So taking the palms of the hands under the soles of the feet, making this beautiful connection, circle of energy, releasing the head down, staying inverted after our lymph work, flushing our toxins, pressing the feet into the palms. Make sure you're standing on the heels and the fronts of the feet, so you're not leaning further forward or further back. Slowly start releasing your hands. Toes touching, heels slightly apart, bend the knees, sweep into Utkatasana chair pose. Tucking the belly in, sinking a little lower. If your lower back is feeling it a little bit, you can just round the tailbone down towards the mat very slightly. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, hands back down to heart center. Breathing in, sweep the arms up towards the sky. Exhale, flat back, fold forward. Deep breath in, halfway lift, straighten out the spine. Hands either on the mat or on the shins, tabletop. Exhale, press the palms into the mat, right leg back, left leg back into plank pose. Exhale, lower the knees onto the mat, untuck your toes, lower yourself down, slowly all the way down, untuck the body, and then start to release into your cobra by opening up the chest, maybe coming a little higher. Draw the shoulders back and down, press the heart forward. It's kind of this broadening through the collarbones as you lift your gaze. Firm through the buttocks, firm through the thighs. Exhale, roll the belly down, chin, forehead last. Take a deep inhale. On the exhale, press into the mat, come into Balasana, child's pose. Pressing buttocks towards the heels, straighten out the arms, forehead touches the mat. On the next inhale, sweep your hands behind your spine, change your interlacing fingers, pull your shoulders back, elbows together. Squeeze palms together as you roll from forehead to the crown of the head, taking the arms over. So this is rabbit pose. Shirshasana 1. Exhale, roll back to your forehead, arms down to the buttocks, release the palms, place the hands to where the heels are, and come into embryo pose. Maybe roll the forehead from side to side. Inhale, sweep the arms to the front of the mat, slide them back around your spine into your cat pose. Inhale, lower the belly, lift the heart, lift the gaze. Exhale, tuck the toes, downward facing dog. Breathing in, walk the feet all the way to the hands, Kadastasana, placing the palms of the hands under the soles of the feet, trying to get the toes to touch the wrist crease. Making sure you're standing on the heel and the front of the foot. Allowing the upper body to be lengthened forwards as you kind of press your palms into your feet. Inhale, slowly release. Toes touching, heels slightly apart, bend the knees, sweep into Utkatasana chair pose. Breathing in, reach up. Exhale, hands back to the heart space. Breathing in, sweep the arms up towards the sky. Exhale, fold forward, flat back. Deep breath in, halfway lift, straighten out the spine. Press hands into the mat, left leg back, right leg back into plank pose. And this time we'll add a side plank, so take a deep breath in. On the exhale, heels to the left, toes to the right. Sweep the right arm up towards the ceiling. Keep lifting through the left hip. Exhale, roll all the way back down, back into plank pose. Knees come onto the mat, untuck your toes, and lower yourself down to the ground. Slide your knees back if you need to. Press the tummy into the earth as you start to lift. Open into high cobra. Opening the chest. Heart comes forward. Draw the shoulders back. Firm through the thighs, firm through the buttocks. Exhale, roll and extend as you come down, as if you're lengthening your body. Take a deep breath in. On the exhale, press into the mat, buttocks to heel, straighten out the spine, Balasana, child's pose. Inhale, sweep the hands behind the spine, interlace all 10 fingers, squeeze palms together, pull the shoulders back, roll from forehead to crown, rabbit pose, take the arms overhead. Exhale, release, palms down to the buttocks, release them, take hold of your heels and come into embryo pose, rolling the forehead from side to side. Inhale, sweep the arms forward, slide them back round into cat pose. Inhale, lower the belly, lift the heart, lift the gaze. Tuck toes, downward facing dog. Breathing in, walk the feet all the way to the hands, Padasana. Taking hands under the soles of the feet, palms on the soles of the feet. And just folding from the hips, so really lengthening and deepening this forward fold. As you release, start to touch toes together, heels slightly apart, bend the knees, sweep into Utkatasana, chair pose. Breathing in, reach up, palms meet, exhale, Anjali Mudra. And again, breathing in, sweep the arms up. Flat back, exhale, fold forward. Deep breath in, halfway lift. Exhale, hands flat, right leg back, left leg back into plank pose. Side plank, take a deep breath in. Exhale, heels to the right, toes to the left. Sweep the left arm up towards the sky. Keep lifting through the right hip. Exhale, roll it all the way back down to plank. Lower the knees onto the ground, untuck the toes, lower your body all the way down, lengthen your body into the mat, and then press into the mat, lift your chest, open the heart, pelvis presses into the mat. Firm your thighs, firm your buttocks. Broaden through the collarbones. Exhale, lengthen as you come down, belly down, chin, forehead last. Deep breath in. Exhale, child's pose, Balasana, buttocks to heels, straighten out the spine. On the next inhale, sweep your hands behind your spine, change your interlacing fingers, reach out and then open up by taking your arms overhead, roll into the crown of your head, rabbit pose. Exhale, release back to your forehead, release hands to buttocks, and then take hands to heels, embryo pose, rolling forehead from side to side. Inhale, sweep the arms forward, press them into the mat as you slide back into your cat pose, round your spine. And then inhale, start to lower the belly, lift the heart, lift the gaze. Exhale, tuck toes, downward facing dog. Breathing in, walking feet all the way to the hands. Padasana, placing palms under the soles of the feet, connecting, creating a circle of energy. Connecting breath. Slowly start releasing. Toes touching, heels slightly apart, bending the knees, sweep into Utkatasana, chair pose. Inhale, reach up. Palms meet, exhale, hands back to the heart center. One more round on each side. Breathing in, arms up. Exhale, flat back, fold forward. Breathing in, halfway lift, straighten your spine. Exhale, press hands into the mat, step left leg back, right leg back into plank pose. Take a deep breath in. On the exhale, heels to the left, toes to the right. Right arm sweeps up towards the ceiling. Exhale, roll right arm all the way back. Lower the knees onto the ground, elbows hug into the midline. Lower yourself all the way back down, slide your body back. Breathing in, open up chest into high cobra. Exhale, roll your belly down, chin, forehead last, deep breath in. Exhale, buttocks to heels, straighten up the spine, Balasana, child's pose. On the next inhale, sweep your hands behind your spine, interlace all 10 fingers, pull your shoulders back, roll from forehead to crown, take the arms overhead. Exhale, release hands to buttocks, release hands so that they grab hold of the heels, and then roll forehead from side to side. Inhale, sweep arms back towards the front, slide them back, round your spine, cat pose. Inhale, start to lower the belly, lift the heart, lift the gaze. Exhale, tuck toes, downward facing dog. This time, on the inhale, we'll take our left leg up towards the ceiling, just as high as you feel comfortable. Try to round the left hip down towards the mat. Then we bend left heel to left buttocks. Roll the left knee up towards the ceiling, gaze under your left armpit. So we're opening up the left hip. Such a beautiful stretch in the inner right thigh. And then then maybe straighten out that top leg with the hip open, and then roll back to three-legged dog. And then bring left leg all the way under and through, low lunge, under asana. So take the back knee onto the ground, keep the back toes tucked to protect the knee, and then sweep the arms up towards the ceiling. Exhale, palms meet, hands down towards the heart center. Pressing hands firmly into the mat, so fingertips into the mat to help you. And we lift the back knee, step right foot to meet the left, toes touching, heels slightly apart, and we sweep straight into our Utkatasana chair pose. Breathing in, reach up. Palms meet, exhale and diagonal draw. Last round, breathing in, arms up. Exhale, flat back, fold forward. Deep breath in, halfway lift, straighten out the spine. Exhale, press palms into the mat, bend the knees, right leg back, left leg back into plank pose. Take a deep breath in, on the exhale, heels to the right, toes to the left, left arm sweeps up towards the ceiling. Exhale, roll all the way back into plank. Lower the knees onto the mat, untuck the toes, and lower your body all the way down. Slide your legs back. Take a deep breath in, press into the mat, lift into high cobra, opening chest and shoulders. Exhale, roll your belly down, chin, forehead last. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, press buttocks to heels, straighten up the spine, Balasana, child's pose. Inhaling, sweep the hands behind your spine, change the interlacing fingers. Pull the shoulders back, roll from forehead all the way up to the crown of the head. Take the arms over. Exhale, release, hands down to the buttocks, back to your forehead. And then embryo pose, take hands to heels, roll forehead from side to side. Inhale, sweep the arms forward, press the hands into the mat, slide back, round your spine, cat pose. Inhale, lower the belly, lift the heart, lift the gaze. Exhale, tuck toes, downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg rises, so bring the left foot a little bit towards the midline, and then take the right leg up, roll the right hip down towards the mat, but try to lift the right leg as much as you can, and then start to take right heel to right buttocks, roll the right knee up to the ceiling, and start to gaze under the right armpit. Deep stretch in the left, inner left thigh or inner left groin. Take the right leg up towards the ceiling, press the foot up, and then roll your hips back to your three-legged dog. Exhale, slow motion, bring this right knee all the way under and through, low lunge, and then come to Anjasana, take the back knee down. And for today, keep the back toes tucked under to protect the knees, and then sweep the arms all the way up. Palms meet, exhale, hands down to the chest. Pressing the fingertips firmly, kind of framing the front foot into the mat. Lift the back knee, step the left leg forward. Toes touching, heels slightly apart. Sweep the fingertips along the mat, chair pose. Breathing in, lift, palms meet. Exhale, hands back to heart center. Close the eyes, take 5 deep breaths here. When you're ready, release arms down by your sides. And we're going to start coming down, but we'll open up our legs. So just come to the side of your mat so you're still comfortable with your feet. Heels turned inwards, toes turned outwards. And we'll take our arms up into a star pose. So spreading the fingers, tucking the tailbone slightly just so the bottom doesn't stick out. And really lifting through the thighs. So quad muscles are fully engaged. Breathing in, reach the palms together. And then as we exhale, we release by just bending the knees and sweeping the arms down. Breathing in. Exhale, release. Breathing in. Exhale, release. 3 more. Last one. And reach up. Exhale, whole stance. Come down, bend the knees. ground, not mirroring you, so just listen to my voice. Left forearm to the middle of the thigh, so just above the knee. Take the right arm all the way up and over, roll your head under your armpit, look up towards the ceiling. And the other side, right forearm just kind of in the middle of the thigh, take left arm all the way up and over, roll your head under your armpit, look up towards the ceiling. One more on each side, left arm comes over. Right arm reaches over, stretching, reaching out as if someone's pulling your arm, but your feet and your legs are staying grounded. Right forearm, left arm sweeps over. And then release. Come back to star pose. Beautiful. Shimmy the feet inwards slightly, bring the hands up, exhale into Malasana squat. And then take hands out behind you and just mask your fall. And we'll come into Baddha Konasana from here. So you can take the soles of your feet together. We'll draw the heels as close to the pelvis as it feels comfortable. We're not going to push here too much, and you're not going to push down on the knees. We want to just do it quite comfortably and naturally. Hands can almost close the tops of your feet like a book. Draw the shoulders back. Stay here if it feels good for you here. If you'd like to go a little deeper, you can start to fold forward as you come down. Just bowing the forehead down towards the feet. Slowly releasing. Taking hands underneath the top of the thighs, bring your knees together. And just like we started, place forehead to the tops of the knees. Take arms around the shins. And then release. And we make our way down. So we'll do those rocks like we did in the beginning. Take your hands behind your thighs. And then just slowly rock back and forth. Just do 5 rocks. And just keep them slow and controlled. And the last one, you can eventually come down to the ground. We take the legs up, we take the arms up. And just drain. You can even bend your knees slightly if you like to. You can use the wall if you'd like to. Keep breathing, deep inhales through the nose and coming back to that breath where we swoosh the breath out or take a deep sigh out of the mouth. Take 3 more full breaths. And when you're done, you can slowly bend the knees, maybe just give them a squeeze into the chest, and then lower yourself onto the ground into your Shavasana in any way that feels good. So if you'd like to go a pillow, you're welcome to put a pillow underneath your thighs or knees. You can place something under your head as well. Try to keep the neck fairly straight, so not a massive cushion that's going to have your neck pressed forwards. Try to keep it as straight as possible. So just a thin, maybe a blanket underneath your head that's laid out nicely. Take your arms down by the sides, palms face the ceiling, adjust your shoulders, and just allow the fingers to curl in very naturally. Allow the feet to fall out to the sides. And just completely relax. Gaining the effects from your practice. Feeling the inside of the body stimulated as we cleanse from the inside out. time, if you'd like to stay in your Shavasana for a bit longer, then please do. Otherwise, I invite you to join me in a seated position to close. Bringing the hands into the heart center. Full connection between the left side and right side of your body, between your left and right brain. Feeling cleansed, revitalized, and refreshed, ready for your day ahead. Namaste.